Let me give you a sneak peek into my fridge. So, I want to show you what's in my fridge, and honestly, I did not clean up for you, so excuse the mess. It would be nice if it all showed up perfectly tidy, but that's not the reality of my fridge, because it's a dynamic experience in here. There's a lot going on. So the first thing you might notice is, wow, that fridge is full. There's a lot of food in there. And that is true. I love keeping a full fridge because even if I don't have a specific dinner plan or lunch plan or breakfast plan, I go in and I'm like, oh, wow, there's a lot of choices, right? It's a little like an artist going to a color palette and either they have two choices, well then there's not a lot they can do, or they have all the colors of the rainbow, well then they can create. So this is your palette when you're cooking. Your fridge, what's in there? So one of the things you're gonna notice is a lot of bags. You have a lot of bags, and I wish they weren't all plastic. We do reuse, we do recycle, all that stuff, but I'm still using plastic to this point, not fabric, which would be better. But these bags tell you there's a lot of greens. There's a lot of beautiful greens in here. We've got parsley, we've got this new one that I'm really in called, let's see if I can remember, Tokyo Bacana. It's gorgeous. It's kind of like a cross between like a bok choy and a lettuce. I just got it at the farmer's market. Exquisite tasting. You can eat it raw or you can saute it up with garlic. It's delicious. The other thing you'll see in here, a lot of kale, right? A lot of kale. Back in there too is Swiss chard. Tons of cucumbers to go into my green smoothie. You'll also see pasture-fed eggs, right? We don't eat meat in our house. We don't eat chicken or beef or pork or any of that, but we do eat fish and we do eat pasture-fed eggs. And we also make an effort to get wild fish. So this is some from the farmer's market, some wild perch, right? And then here, you'll also see these are jars of vegetable broth. So the last time I made a soup, which is the remnants of it are here, as I was making the soup, I just cut off the ends and threw them into a pot, filled it with water, and then I had vegetable stock for my next soup, right? So it's constantly, you know, what's next, what's going. What other cool things do I have to show you? This is a little bit of the dregs of it, but this is coconut cream, and yeah, really the dregs of it, coconut cream, and it's basically a can of coconut milk, whole fat coconut milk mixed up. I throw it in a jar, and then it's always there for a dollop on top of berries, right? Or on top of anything that you want a little sort of whipped cream. And then behind it, whoa, is this amazing rutabaga. This is like one gnarly looking rutabaga. And rutabaga is fantastic. You can eat it raw. You can cut it up and put it in a soup. You can saute it up with a little garlic and spices for a side dish. It is a beautiful root veggie. And root veggies are kind of amazing because they make us feel very grounded. If you think about it, they grow in the ground and they're very grounding food. And then you'll see a bunch of our leftovers. There's some salmon that was left over, some oatmeal that was left over. I got some fabulous salsa verde at the farmer's market. And then come on down here. You'll always find lots of lemons in my fridge because lemon water is so powerfully healing to the body. I have lemon water every day. I put lemons in my green smoothie. And you'll also find different fruits, right? Apples, pears, beautiful carrots, beets, right? It's like a rainbow in my fridge, right? So many colors, so many options. Now, I have to say, because you might be saying, well, Nina, you know what? You know how to cook. You know what to do with this. And it wasn't always the case. I didn't always know how to cook. I didn't learn how to cook until I got married and we had a house and we couldn't afford to eat out anymore. And I suddenly got very interested in being home and cooking more. And it's so worth it to invest some time into cooking, into filling your fridge, into getting curious about the quality of your food. Because you'll see, I could talk about my fridge for hours, but the bottom line in here is you're gonna find quality. High quality, high nutrient dense food, because that's what really nourishes us. And being nourished is what I want for you. If you liked what you just saw, please feel free to share it with your friends. And if you want more, please come on over to my website, ninamanolson.com. I've got a powerful and practical 3-part video series waiting for you. It's called What to Do Now When Everything You've Tried Hasn't Worked. See you there.